on-screen experience.
Thank you.
The money. Now that's another thing. It takes a lot of money to run a congressional campaign, right? How are you dealing with that? I mean, you got to raise the money to get the message out.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too long I was delivering pizza here at Brier Pizza at Hershey either, so it's a new phenomenon for me. I remember the first time I saw a comma in my checking account. I was jumping for joy.
Hallelujah, right?
Yeah.
One of the things I recognized when I decided to run for office, and I told the Democratic Party that I wouldn't be taking corporate PAC money, they gave me a very hard time. They told me to stop being an idealist. They said that this isn't how you win elections, and that was the first clear indication to me what's exactly wrong with our system.
For me, though, I really do think we can give voters the choice, but the problem is money in politics. And so there's a reason H.R. 1 was the first proposal when the Democrats took the House, was because we have politicians in office today who are basically elected year in and year out on the backs of wealthy donors.
Well, let's go. Yeah, go ahead, Brier.
I was just going to
Sorry.
say, though, it's a catch-22. If you're already wealthy, obviously you can finance your own campaign. If you're already a senator or somewhat, as Donald Trump was in the public eye, you're known for people to donate your campaign. This is where, when you look at someone like Mayor Pete, or even someone even more unknown, you kind of feel for it, because if you're not independently wealthy, you're not in a position where people know you.
Honestly, I don't really mind if companies, non-individual support certain candidates or causes, as long as it's transparent. But the problem is it's not. And especially in the digital age right now, when anyone can buy any Facebook ad or any Twitter ad or whatever that is, they can push some messages. You don't know anymore where the message is coming from, who is delivering the message, and for what. So I'm really attracted to his campaign commitment to not get any single dime from corporations.
So it's crazy to believe, but we have the elections in 3 months. And we're just kind of like looking ahead at our calendar in March, trying to plan, as many like small meet and greets as we can, just because, I've reached out to everyone I know well enough personally at this point, and so we're just trying to expand the campaign as much as we can.
We've raised over $400,000, all from individual donors.
Wow.
Which, just to give it some context, George Scott, who ran a great campaign in 2018, raised only $90,000 in the whole primary. And so, we've raised $400,000 with another quarter to go. And I think that's because we're running a grassroots campaign. Almost 40% of our donors are Republicans, 90% are first-time donors.
40% of your donors are Republicans.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I knew
Okay.
my very first fundraiser was with 20 Republicans, because I knew if I ran into a wall there and didn't get any traction, that I would have to reassess. It is a slightly Republican district, and if you can't win over Republicans with a bipartisan message, then you're not doing it the right way. And that's what we've been able to do. And so it's encouraging new people to realize it's important to run for office, and then also giving them the context to show them, where does the money go?
Yeah.
It's expensive to have a staff and do a poll and do a media buy and have a real grassroots campaign. And I think once you give people the context of saying, here's where that money goes, then there's no quarrels with investing in that.
What I'd like to know is, what are you going to ask us to do beyond showing up at a town hall is easy? What can we do in order to make sure that people who don't normally vote are going to come out for the primary and will come out for the general election? So stop being timid about just asking us to come and listen to you or politely give you money and show up and vote for you. Give us a challenging task.
We have to spread the message to people that we know and encourage them to be involved and participate in what we're doing. And so if you could sign up to help us out and volunteer and donate some of your time, it would be deeply appreciated, and it really makes a difference. Because if we get enough people involved in this campaign, we're already at 350 volunteers. I think we're running a grassroots campaign that's never been seen in this district before. If we continue to build that out, we're going to set a model for the rest of the country, and we're going to have a real power to say, here's how democracy works. And so we'd love to have your help in doing that. So thank you.